One. Hello, folks, and welcome to our latest edition of Coping with COVID. My name is Jordan Nace, Membership Director of the Greater Chambersburg Chamber of Commerce. If you, like my wonderful guest today, would like to come on and do a business interview here with me on a Zoom call, please just leave me a comment below, and I will do my best to get back to you in a timely fashion. Would love to have any chamber member I can come on to this great series. So now shifting gears, would like to introduce one of the kindest ladies I know. I am not fabricating that whatsoever. I have a story that I'd like to share quickly at a networking group. Went into the networking group, really knew a couple individuals, but didn't know nearly the amount that Jocelyne did. And I went and said hello to Jocelyne, and I am not joking, you took me around to every single individual in that room and made sure I had the opportunity to meet them, which I truly will never forget. And I really appreciate individuals that'll go above and beyond for somebody like you did. So Jocelyne, really appreciate that. Already shared your name there, but she's a certified indoor environmentalist, CEO and president from a wonderful organization here in Chambersburg in the Franklin County community, the Baxter Group. Jocelyne Melton. Jocelyne, good morning. How are you doing this morning?
I'm doing great. And the reason I introduced you around to everybody is because I want everybody to know you and that what you're doing for the chamber.
Well, I really appreciate that. And yeah, I'm doing my best. We have a big chamber, so it's difficult getting out to every single member, but I'm trying to check them off the list as I go. And I certainly enjoy meeting everyone as well. And with help from individuals like you, it makes it so much easier. So Jocelyne, thanks again for being here. Wanted to just jump right into our interview here, I suppose. And just, I guess, first and foremost, again, you do a wonderful job of networking, as I shared with the first story here when we opened up. So a lot of folks, a lot of our chamber members know you and your business, but for some of the folks that do not, can you let us in on what all the Baxter Group does for individuals?
Sure. So Baxter Group does testing and removal of asbestos, lead, mold, radon, indoor environmental contaminants. We also, to help keep environments healthy, we provide duct cleaning and basement water control. And we have a remodeling department that once we tear things out can build them back even better than what they were before for people. Our biggest project we started in 2018 was our Breathe Healthy initiative. We spend a lot of time connecting and communicating and educating our community on the direct tie between indoor environmental health and human health. We have a Breathe Healthy initiative on our website that people can become a part of. Anybody that's responsible for indoor environments, even if it's their home, clear up to their facilities, it's priceless to be a part of that initiative. It's the little things we don't know that can, number one, make us very ill, but number two, also be very, very expensive to remediate. So understanding the direct tie between the two important. I hear a lot of people say every day that they heard about the Breathe Healthy initiative, and upon checking on it, realized that they were treating their symptoms, but they weren't getting rid of the source of the problem. And by cleaning up their indoor environment, and for whatever reason, in any way, made the difference. So getting that word out there.
Yeah, it's something really, thinking about that, before obviously the coronavirus, it was like all hustle and bustle. And so you're in your house, out of your house, in your house, out of your house. Hopefully, obviously, during this, this COVID-19 pandemic, folks maybe have been able to tidy up and get some of that dust out. But again, yeah, it's something, you really don't necessarily think about. So appreciate you sharing that, obviously. Jocelyne, this series is called Coping with COVID. So just out of curiosity, I have a lot of businesses I try and keep up with. Are you guys listed as essential? Are you guys in the office, in and out of the office every day? What is, operations been like for you here?
Operations has been somewhat chaotic. We have a great team, which is helping it. So we are an essential business, and Governor Wolf gave us a waiver for our crews to work, but we're not supposed to be in the office. So we're limiting the number of people going into the office. Most of them are picking up stuff, taking it home, communicating with clients remotely. Thank goodness Heather Best, our director of operations, she's great at being the glue to keep everybody together. And then we have Kendra handling the finances and Emily helping with operations. We just have a really great team, and the way that we quickly moved into being able to manage our crews remotely has been powerful. We couldn't do that if it wasn't for the great team that we have. So we do have everybody operating. A lot of people are just now, because of COVID-19, I'm shocked at how many people didn't know, but we have been using the Clorox Total 360 disinfecting system now for about 8 years. The power behind using that to disinfect. So we have prepared, it's already started with some places reopening. It's getting very, very, very busy with the disinfecting. But we have established ourselves that we could actually operate the system that we have 24/7 to be able to meet all of our clients' needs. Our goal is to help our clients get their teams back to work. So disinfecting, getting them back to work, and then looking at any schedule that might need to be made so that they can keep people at work and healthy. We've been working on that.
Yeah, that's really interesting. Are you doing things, obviously you focus on, I guess, more of the indoor, facilities and whatnot. Are you doing anything with exterior facilities, teaming up with anyone in the area? Can you elaborate on that at all?
Yes, we've teamed up with Mobile X, Phil Sayer from Mobile X, and Derek Furry and Brad with Bartlett Trees. They are both offering disinfecting for like playground equipment, grocery store carts, the exterior part of the building. So we can do the interior, they can do the exterior, and they are great to team up with. The great companies, great reputations. They also have a high standard of quality that they hold their team to. So I know in working with them that our clients are getting the best service possible.
Yeah, we did a coping with COVID video with Brad Evans earlier on, I believe this month, or not this month, I guess it was in April. And he had mentioned about starting to look into doing something to desanitize outdoor spaces. So I'm really intrigued to hear that you started up and joined him in that task, especially with Phil as well. So I had you on. I had Brad on, so now, Phil, if you're listening, I need to reach out to you and see if you'd like to come on one of these coping with COVID videos as well. Jocelyne, please, if you can share, if you're not comfortable with sharing, we can move on to the next question. But I was curious from, a government assistance standpoint, what has that process been like for you? You're a small to medium-sized business here in Chambersburg. Have you had any issues in treading the waters of trying to figure out how to go about applying for these loans and things like that?
I haven't, because I have the great partners in business. F&M Trust has been fantastic. Patty Murray is our representative with F&M Trust, and she basically held our hands through it. So this is kind of how it went down. I get the phone call that says Governor Wolf is shutting you down. So I had a 15-minute meltdown. My husband pulled me off the ledge and become a grown-up woman now. You're a business owner. You can't be falling apart. So 15 minutes later, I'm on the phone with everybody coordinating things. As soon as I heard about the loan programs, again, knowing that this was going to impact us financially, there's a very good chance that most small businesses will see very little to no profit this year. So I went into the mindset of making sure we take care of our team, because they are our future, and making sure I take care of our finances. So I'm one of those people that did the full loan application just to find out 2 days later the SBA changed it and you needed to redo it, to find out again that they changed it and you needed to redo it. So we did get our EIDL loan, $10,000, and then Patty Murray took my hand through the SBA process, and that went very, very smoothly. F&M Trust did a great job of walking you through it, getting it to us, and then getting our money so that we could be sure that we can take care of our employees. So I am so grateful to President Trump, to our government, for seeing the importance of keeping small businesses afloat through this time period. All of us have paid a fortune in taxes, and now we're seeing, right now, real time, the value of those taxes that we've paid coming back to us to keep us in business. I think that we're all very fortunate to be members of the United States of America. Many countries are not going to be able to do that for their small businesses.
Yeah, really well said, Jocelyne. And yeah, F&M Trust, a great chamber member with us. And we also have several other great banks that are chamber members of us. So I'd highly implore anybody having issues still figuring out what they can and can't apply for. Go to these, bank web pages. They have a vast amount of information on them. And also our chamber site. We tried to create a landing page for everything COVID related and how to navigate all of the different programs that are out there. So I'd implore you guys to do either of those things to try and make it easier on yourselves. But Jocelyne, can't thank you enough for being on here today. Seriously, I always enjoy catching up with you. I'm sorry, and catching up to you sometimes. I'll tell you what, because you're hustle and bustle, so both work, I suppose. But I probably missed something today. Wanted to go ahead and give you the opportunity to, speak on anything that I might have missed. The floor is yours.
Two things are very heavy on my mind. One is to thank the Chamber. Your bringing business back section that you added to your website, the emails that you've been sending out to keep us all up to date on what's going on with the Chamber, what's going on in our community. They have been priceless. It just so valuable. So I know that it's not Jordan Nace alone for any, just like with me, for us to have a great company, we have to have a great team. I'm sure you have a great team. Please thank that team because they have had a positive impact on Baxter Group. And with us being one of many members, I'm sure there are many members that could tell you that's been a great asset. So that was one thing I wanted to say. Secondly, for other business owners that might be listening to this, I think if I were to give any word of advice right now, it would be to have compassion for our employees. Each and every one of my employees are handling the whole COVID crisis a little bit differently. It's impacting some, with family members that are working with COVID patients to ones that have actually had family members test positive to, just the whole array, plus the being cooped up in the house with family members that maybe it's not always healthy to be so cooped up with the family members and all the schoolwork that the kids have to do. There's so much that they are going through. And a lot of them either don't have parents or don't have a parent figure, and their boss can fulfill that role. I think it's very important for us right now to be reaching out to our employees, touching their lives, letting them know that we care, letting them know that somebody cares about them, and if it's their boss, that makes it even better. I think that it's very important right now for the future success of businesses for us to do everything we can to stay connected with our employees and to take care of our employees.
Well, that's really well said, Jocelyne. And just to hit on your first point there, I thank you so much for for what you said about the chamber. It's very kind, and you're incredibly right. I'm sure a lot of people are seeing these videos that I'm doing, and obviously it puts me sort of in the spotlight, but we have a great team. I have a great team behind me that really deserve all the credit, and that's Lark, that's Leighton, and that's Angie here at the chamber. As you shared, they do a heck of a good job in trying to get out the timeliest information possible. And so we certainly appreciate the kind words. And then secondly, to your next point, you hit the nail right on the head. Everyone's really feeling this, employees as well. And for, somebody like you, a business owner like you, to just pick up the phone and check in on them to see how they're doing, it goes a really long way. So only wish you nothing but the success here moving forward. We hope things obviously get back to normal sooner rather than later. Before I let you go, though, wanted to give you the opportunity. I know there's going to be plenty of, members of our chamber listening to this interview that would like to use your services here moving forward. So any chance you can provide those for us here before we let you go?
Absolutely. So To learn more about the Breathe Healthy initiative, go to our website, baxtergroupinc.com. baxtergroupinc.com. You can email me directly with any questions. My email is very simple because Jocelyne's hard. So it's jm@baxtergroupinc.com, jm@baxtergroupinc.com. Anybody's welcome to call the office right now, but with us working remotely, they're going to get a message directing them to my cell phone. That number is 717-387-1059, 717-387-1059. Give me a call. I don't have all the answers, but I know who to put you in touch with.
Well, you'll get a text from me right after this telling you how good of a job you did on our Zoom interview. Really, really appreciate you. Seriously, as I shared earlier, it is always wonderful catching up with you, Jocelyne. I love talking to you. So wish you nothing but the best, and we'll talk again here soon, okay?
Sounds great, Jordan. Thank you very much.
Yep, take care. We'll see you. Bye-bye.
Bye.